Greetings, programs. This is Wretch, and welcome back to Aether Iron. And in the last episode, guys, we found out that there was some critical equipment that we need in Nation's Crusade, and the area, despite the fact being okay, didn't really welcome us with open arms, let's say. We actually very much ticked off its very fanatical leader, and now we need to go to the pilgrimage onboarding site to see if we can actually grab that piece of equipment. Now, before we do that, we do have some talking to do.
How can I help?
And it looks like we can ask Nelly about Annie and go from there.
Had a feeling the sit down with Annie wouldn't go smoothly. Just didn't think it'd take a sharp turn sideways.
I don't understand. She's seen the well. She must know what'll happen if left unchecked. Why wouldn't she want it fixed? Surely that would impress her followers more than some stage showmanship.
Hell if I know. Maybe she bought into the lie herself. Or maybe she's more conniving than we thought. Either way, I doubt she'll bend unless we make her.
I hope she does. All those people are on the edge of the well. If the well breaks through those towers... Oh, it'll be really bad, Gia.
Yeah, it'll be not a good time.
Let me know if there's anything I can do to help.
There's a heavy feeling in the air tonight. Benny sits at a table with a hangdog impression, an open root beer on the table in front of him. He barely acknowledges me as I sit. Hi there, kid. What's with the basset hound impression? Someone break your pencil?
Oh, hi, Gia. I got a problem, see? There's this girl. I think she's real swell.
Nelly, right?
How did you know?
Magic smuggler powers? Come on, it's obvious. She's cute, she's smart, and she's the only one here not old enough to be your mother. What's not to like?
I just don't know what to do. Should I ask her out? Or maybe get her a little gift? Or just forget about it? I mean, she's class. And I'm just... me.
Are we going to play matchmaker? That's going to be a little bit weird.
I hate to dampen your burgeoning thoughts of romance, young man, but Eleanor is quite absorbed with her research. I doubt she would have time to deal with your infatuation.
I'm about to fire back at Alistair for his unasked-for opinion, but Benny's excited exclamations have attracted the attention of some of our mutual associates. Apparently they have their own thoughts to share. This should be good.
Let's convene the council.
Hey kid, you want to get a girl's attention? 3 things. Be aloof, do something great in front of her, and as soon as she's interested, disappear. You leave her hungry for more, she'll be chasing you before you know it.
Oh, you want my advice too? Why not make her something nice, like a paperweight or birdhouse, I don't know.
Benny is wilting under the merciless deluge of well-meaning romantic guidance. I put a hand on his arm and lean in to give him some big sister counsel.
Impress the young lady, make her a gift, tell Benny to give Nelly the flower from Annie's garden. Oh, forgot about that.
Say, do you still have that flower you picked for Nelly back at Gethsemane?
Oh. All right. Yeah, I got it right here. It's a little bit squashed from carrying it around in my coat and all.
Trust me, kid. Go buy a cheap vase for it and put it in a little water. She'll love it.
You think so?
I know if I was in danger like we were back on Annie's island, and some guy cared enough about me in that den of vipers to pick me a flower, I'd be impressed.
And annoyed.
Hey, yeah. I mean, when you put it that way. Hey, thanks, Gia. You're pretty smart sometimes, you know that?
Oh, I got Benny's morale increased. Cool.
Yeah?
So, how'd things go with Nelly?
I thought about what you said. Picked out the best vase I could get on a budget and handed it to her. She was practically over the moon. And that was before she even heard where I got it.
And? What did she say?
She told me I'm a great guy. Even told me to ask her again when I'm older.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
How's the mentorship going?
Cress ain't much of a talker, is she? I try to get some chatter going while we work, and she just shrugs.
Give her some time. When she's working, she's working. She's just figuring out where to fit you in.
Huh, you might be onto something. She used to stonewall my one-liners, but I almost got a chuckle out of her. And she always slows down when I say I've never seen something before. Thanks for the insight. I'll keep at it.
If I had realized that that was such a big, decision, I actually probably would have given him a different mentor.
So, ace reporter for the Crier, huh?
Hey, what's with the skepticism? I got your proof right here.
Benny rustles through his oversized bag and holds up a lovingly folded paper. Amidst the who's seeing who and who's taking what, an article by Benito Castellano decries the treatment of Aether rig workers. Okay, I get it, you're the real thing. How'd you land the gig anyway? The Midtown Crier's a rag, but even they got some standards.
I earned it. See, I started out in the barrio. I'd report scoops from my perch. Turns out, scandal, corruption, and malfeasance are hot topics, especially when they come from an unfiltered point of view. So I start thinking. I got scoops, contacts, and a following. All I'm missing is an official platform. The Midtown Criers work in a similar beat, so I apply to be one of their muckrakers.
And they hired you, without so much as raising an eyebrow about hiring a kid?
Didn't matter. I tells them that if they wanted my dynamite scoop, they owed me the byline. My skills did the rest of the talking.
Most kids are selling papers. Meanwhile, you're out there writing them.
That's how it started. See, you're talking to the former numero uno bullhorn of the Newsy Union.
There we go.
Before I got my reporter badge, I was speaking at all our rallies and protests.
Sounds pretty impressive. So what made you give it up?
There was this reporter, real class act. She covers up protest, and it hits me. She ain't repeating the usual spin pieces. She's talking to the little guy and taking on fat cats with the unvarnished truth.
Must have really left an impression on you, huh?
Yeah, I figure, hot dog, if this is what journalistic integrity's supposed to look like, I want in.
Hot dog.
If you hear something juicy, let me know.
Yes?
Oh.
Bye for now.
Giovanna. So long.
Nothing with her.
Back already, huh?
How's Benny? Any problems?
The problem is he's overexcited. Wants to speed before he knows the difference between the accelerator and the brake. So I'm starting him small. Get him used to working with the basics.
You know, you sound a little like Sam when he talks about you.
Ah, so you want to take over babysitting duty, Randazzo.
Absolutely not.
Was Annie always so...
So, fire and brimstone?
A little, yeah. She didn't just turn on us. She sicked her guards on us the moment we said their barrier wasn't as divine as she claimed it was. Cress's shoulders tense, knots forming as her image of Annie tangles with mine.
Annie's always wanted to save the world. That much is real.
And the part about being chosen by God? That recent?
I don't know. If she ever believed it back then, she never said it.
You used to live in Nation's Crusade, right? What was it like back then?
Smaller. Not many baronies risk hanging around the well. If it's not a gravity storm that gets you, it's a rival barony. But for folks with nowhere to go, it was a hope for a fresh start.
A fool's hope.
Folks like you.
Yeah, folks like me. Nation's Crusade believes in helping the downtrodden, and no one's more underfoot than an Aether. I needed to get back on my feet. They gave me the space to do it. Wouldn't have been in any shape to run a garage otherwise. Both hands on the wheel, yeah?
Okay, Luca?
Need something?
Oh, nope.
See ya.
Sophie.
Hello again.
See, I actually should have had Benny be under Sophie's tutelage. I think a news, like a smart-mouthed reporter with, like, doe training would probably go far.
Until next time.
Good day. Bye now. How can I help? Goodbye for now.
Alright, nothing here. We'll check with our resistance leaders.
Make it snappy, would you?
Oh,
Got any fun Hollywood gossip for me?
Oh, really? I thought you were above that sort of thing, Gia.
I don't know where I went wrong to give you that impression.
Trust me, darling. You're better off not knowing those sordid tales.
Fine then. Tell me about your movies at least. What was it like making Sunset Parade?
Like that one, did you? Well, here's something even the tabloids won't tell you. My lovely co-star, Dora.
Theodora Fife, you mean?
Naturally. Sweet girl, very talented. Curses like a drunken pirate. We could hardly get through a scene without her showering us in expletives at least once.
What? But she seems so...
wholesome?
Mm-hmm. Exactly, darling.
So is this the first civilian revolt you've set in motion?
Come to think of it, yes, I believe it is. Do I sense an impending reprimand?
No. I'm just as responsible for it as you are. I'm fine with making reckless calls when it's just my own neck on the line. This is... different.
Damn right it is. But let's not be uncharitable, Perhaps a better word than reckless might be... bold.
And spicy.
Try pitching that to a mother who's just lost her kids because of a civil war we started.
Look, this outfit has to come together. I have to make it more than just a rabble of ragtag groups, and Annie's a clear target. We're giving them a symbol, Gia. An alternative. Something better to look toward.
Yeah, but how do we know things will get better?
We don't. That's the exciting part.
Anything's better than this, darling. You already know that. Till next time.
Oh, hello.
Oh man, everyone's got something to say.
You seem pretty familiar with Nation's Crusade. Deal with them a lot with the Undercity League?
We try to maintain civil relations with all baronies when possible. It puts more tools in our belts for when needed, such as relocating our friends from the tomb, or finding somewhere for Cressa.
You really trusted Nation's Crusade with her that much?
Cressa needed somewhere she could recover safely. Many baronies are not kind to us, even when we've paid off our contracts. I knew Nation's Crusade would see her as a human in need of kindness.
No wonder you two are willing to stick up for Annie.
She was kind to Cressa, yes. And she is one of the most reasonable barons I'd ever worked with. However, it's been some years since she became baron. I'm afraid it's enabled her worst impulses.
Wouldn't be the first person to lose her head over authority. I doubt it's a coincidence that almost every baron we've run into is a power-hungry maniac. And Annie's got a whole flock cheering her on.
Even so, I want to believe she and Nation's Crusade can be better.
You don't seem nearly as eager as Hollywood to start a revolt. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were planning a funeral.
Apollo is young. He's fought enough battles to get a taste for the thrill, but what we're doing is still war. It may be necessary, but it's not something I take pleasure in.
Spoken like this isn't the first war you've been a part of.
It's not. It was a very long time ago. I was not too dissimilar from Apollo. Young, angry, and driven to change the world now, unable to think of what cost we'd later pay. At that age, I felt I could do anything, even run away from my free home and contract.
You ran away? Without paying off your contract? What about the Terriers?
My eyes hadn't completely changed. Myself and a few others thought if we left before then, we could start again somewhere else. Why should the Baron miss a few Aetheniers?
Hey, Tay.
I'm sure it's no surprise that the Baron's Terriers found us eventually. They burnt down the new lives we've built. After that, I had little choice but to return to the free home.
And that just unlocks another question about Sam's past.
The Terriers tore apart your new life and forced you back to the free home. What happened after that?
What many angry young people do. Dedicate themselves to revenge. I undermined the Baron at every turn. I broke every rule I could for our people. And when the Baron went to war, we aided his enemies.
It's the sort of tale that'd have Apollo salivating. The underdog Aether fighting back against oppression to save his home. But I know there's no happy ending. When the dust cleared, it didn't end up changing anything, right?
I'm afraid it did worse than that. The new Baron was crueler than the last. And when terriers were not enough to keep us in line, she would employ blacktails.
I feel ice wash down my spine. Blacktails might be high-living adventurers, but almost all of them cut their teeth on the battlefield. Barely trained Aether.
Oh. Sorry, 1 second.
Years would barely put a dent in them. I'm sorry, Sam.
Thank you. I've had years to come to terms with it. I might not have changed the world then, but I've done what I could in my own way. Though I would prefer it did not come to war, I'll still stand by you through whatever may come. All right, bye.
So, you don't have to say anything about that. Just on your way. Alright. Back to Nations Crusade. And see if we run into any resistance by the chosen folk. Looks like we got multiple. Paved in blue. And investigate the horse racing arena, the shutdown club, and the disused museum. Well, since the disused museum's right here.
The museum's a sealed-up mausoleum. Its headstone, a weathered sign, reads closed permanently due to crimes against human decency. So why is the lock on the side door brand new? I pick the lock, and the gallery door opens its polished floors and uncovered displays to me. Someone's been taking care of the place, and they've left a canvas inviting guest messages. Among the heartfelt appreciations, initials, and doodles, a cartoon Annie sulks in a corner.
All right. Uh-oh.
The traffic slows dramatically, the Aether Road coming to a standstill. Dozens of pedestrians mill along the roadway. I motion for one of the loiterers to roll down her window, hoping to learn more about what's happening. Pardon me, but what's going on?
Haven't you heard? One of the pastors is coming. He'll be rounding the corner any minute. Everyone's here to pay their respects.
I look around for a quick detour. There's a construction site to my left, but it's full of people and equipment. Maybe I should try some crowd control instead.
Cut through the construction site.
Not wanting to be spotted when the Buckethead motorcade arrives, I swing the car across the construction site. There's a sudden rush as I drop into the pit where they're laying the foundation. Workers scatter as I downshift to drift around a large pallet of I-beams. A moment later, I crash through the second gate and out onto the adjacent side street.
Oh yeah!
The spotlighted reader boards filled up with names, but I somehow doubt Charity Grissom's short stories of the soul would have headlined during the place's club days. I snoop the stacks of dry reading material and breathe stale air until I find something shiny hidden away in the back room. A projector stocked with bootleg film reels.
Okay. And now we've got a former horse racing arena. So we're essentially finding an underground dance club. If y'all remember. We got to go through a checkpoint, unfortunately, but
I'm cruising one of the better roads along the nation's Crusade periphery when I'm forced to brake for a road closure ahead. I can't back up inconspicuously. There are too many cars lined up behind me.
Yeah, keep moving.
Oh, thank you.
I circle bleachers and overgrown fields like a bee until I'm drawn to a flower made of colorful paper. The ground around it's ringed by footprints. A group was here recently. I'm halfway back to the car when someone calls me out.
Excuse me? Are you lost, miss?
Yeah, I was looking for something. Must have been somewhere else. The woman's eyes glide from me to my latest search site. I keep my face calm as I unlock the car, but I turn the key fast as she follows my coattails.
What an interesting voice.
Are you looking for the recreational jump group?
Sweat pours off her brow, eyes twitching like a bug expecting a newspaper. Fortunately for the both of us, she'd said exactly what I needed to hear. Might be. Know where I can find them?
Grayson's having it over at the garage. Better hop to it.
Yes, ma'am?
Between the drawn shutters, the barren front lot, and the sign flipped to closed, the garage was a lonely shack, a blemish on the side of the road to somewhere. Walking up tells a different story. The ground rhythmically pounds beneath my feet while the shutters bleed clandestine murmurs.
Holy smokes! You hear that? This is it! The floating dance hall!
Yeah, I hear. Now, let's figure out how we're getting inside without spooking them off.
Eavesdrop?
A yawning vent rests above the peeling mailbox. I do my best impression of a cat and clamber up, curling my claws into the edge of the vent to pull myself up for a listen. Faint echoes drift through the steel tunnel. Steps bounce along to the tune of a bright trumpet over hoots, hollers, and the occasional cheered name, Grayson.
Well, let's say hello.
If the party's still going, they're likely expecting people. However, as my knuckles go to rap wood, the shutters go still. Silence rings in my ears. My hand inches towards my piece when the door opens.
Hi?
Hi. Open for business?
No, sorry, ma'am. The garage is closed for building inspection. Try again tomorrow?
Inspection, huh? Place don't look so bad to me. In fact, up close, I'd say it looks to be of a respectable quality.
It's all on the inside. There are termites, rats, all kinds of unpleasant stuff. But don't be alarmed. We're doing a deep clean to get the garage back in order.
You listen to music while you work? Maybe trumpet?
What? No. Why would there be a trumpet out here? This isn't any ruby hair or glass cage. And even if it were, there certainly wouldn't be any of that vulgarity going on.
Could you imagine trumpet music being considered vulgar?
Too bad. Whatever I heard could have given the house band at the Glass Cage a run for their money. Might have even had a gig for them.
You do?
Look, cards on the table. You're Grayson, right? The Joe running the floating dance hall?
Yeah, I am. Nice to meet you too. And you are?
Gia Rendazzo. And this is Benny. Group we're with wants to hire you for a party.
A big one.
Oh, sure. But how many people you got coming? I got something planned in the tunnels next week. We can get another 5 or so, if they're hip enough to party with Aether.
Looking for something a lot bigger. Need a community-wide shindig. Something to remind folks around here what it was like to let their hair down. The sooner, the better. Grayson looks at me like I'm talking about moving the moon. He brings himself back to the comfort of Earth with a cough.
Wow, dang, that's a lot to drop on a fella.
Can't do it?
No, it's not that I don't know how, but there are reasons we're partying it up in the middle of nowhere. Nation's Crusade has a ban on any frivolous and morally suspect music.
The sky's the limit. Whatever you need, these people will get it. Hell, we'll even throw in an article in the paper after it's over.
Right, Benny?
That's right. This is front page stuff. Dancing their way to freedom. The floating dance hall hosts Night of Celebration in Nation's Crusade.
Oh, that sounds good.
With every word, every assurance, Grayson's eyes brighten. Seeming distant possibilities move into focus. Suddenly, moving the moon doesn't seem impossible.
Well, shoot. Why not? Let's do it. Let's throw NC the biggest bash in memory. I gotta finish up here, but meet me at the records building in Meadowlark. Head for the lower door during after hours.
That was almost too easy. But we also can go into the garage here. Right? Yes. We can buy new cars. A United Aether Heavy. A CMC Hoopla. Okay. I'm okay with what we got. What about parts, though? Aha! This is what we needed. Give me that. We're gonna sell some stock repulsors. Pulsar Nova, I'm not sure. Improved powerhouse engine. The most horsepower you can get out of an engine short of a tank. I'm trying to remember how much the tank armor. Ooh. That would be nice. Got a lot of grease, large storage compartment. What about weapons? Just armor and aether webbing? Eh, I think we're good. Might as well see how this goes.
Gia, over here.
We look for the drab spot of color against a set of concrete steps and a double set of ornate doors. A film of grime says no one's been down here for months. Need help getting it open?
I got it, I think. My key should still work.
The door clicks open to a long, dark box. It's like breathing in a decades-sealed cabinet. Dust and stale air rush my nose, filling it with aged paper and cardboard.
Ow!
Whoops.
Oh, Jesus. Gia, could you get the lights? Wall to your right.
A cloud of dust wafts through what little space is left between several towers of boxes. Grayson skips around the mess.
Welcome to the Swan. What'd you think?
Ah, dog. Get a look at the size of this place. You fit a stadium's worth of Metro Maniacs fans in here.
Yeah, but it's going to be a fixer-upper. Think we can get it ready in time?
Hey, you wanted to remind people of how things used to be? The Swan once was the go-to place for a good time, whether you were a first-timer or a champion dancer.
My eyes rove the hall. For every box and stapler I find, I see pieces of its former glory in chandeliers and brass ornaments. It's not often you uncover spots like this in the lowers. What's the story behind this place?
You're looking at the oldest dance academy this side of the lowers. It was opened 3 barons back by a generous old lady with a fondness for romance and a hatred of crass, smoky nightclubs. She left it to the community when she passed, and we took darn good care of it. We used to alternate between teaching, casual, and competitive dance nights.
You seem pretty familiar with the place. Didn't just have a key, you knew where the light switch was in the dark.
Yeah, I forgot to give the key back when the hall closed. After what happened, I didn't think they'd mind if I kept a souvenir.
Of course not.
I used to be one of their regulars. Mostly provided the music, but some nights I'd come down here just to sit. Me and others used to spend whole nights chatting it up under these chandeliers.
All right, where do we get started?
It's been some time since I was down here. How about you take a looky-loo? See if you can find the hall's dance sheets and record player. Oh, and we'll need to see if the bar's still hooked up.
To the looky-loo.
I give the boxes a rifle through and give up at the 4th. Whatever the Swan might have been before, Nation's Crusade buried it with enough staplers and lined paper to supply a skyscraper. Musty sheets, cracked light bulbs, cobwebs in all corners. Hope Grayson's got a ladder.
And a duster.
An off-color corner pokes out of the boxes, like a hand breaking through the rubble of a collapsed building, pleading for help. It takes several minutes to dig out a stage, a record player, and a trombone and its case. Found the record player.
Thank goodness. Yeah. That, takes care of them.
Grayson's chipper mood fades, swallowed by some dark cloud cast by the stage.
I guess he never came back for it.
The who and the what?
No, someone didn't come back for the trombone.
My ex-partner. Old bandmate. We used to go everywhere together. My trumpet and his trombone, too. The Swan, the streets, the rooming house. Anywhere we could play.
Used to?
We had a disagreement, but it's fine. We still talk, once in a while.
While I ankle around a jungle of knickknacks, Benny's got Grayson's ear in an interview between juggling light bulbs.
So, Mr. Grayson, the Criers readers want to know. Who are you exactly? How's a suit go from pushing pencils to throwing clandestine shindigs?
I love that word. Clandestine.
You aren't gonna publish my name, are you?
Nah, I'll give you a whatchamacallit, a pseudonym. Gotta protect my sources. We can call you something mysterious, like Mr. X.
Mr. X, huh? Well, okay then. As for the question, I've actually always had a relationship with pushing pencils. Being a musician usually means doing something to pay the bills between gigs.
Oh yeah, you was blowing that horn at the garage.
Yeah, that was me. I mostly played in the Swan's house band, but I toured around when I had the scratch.
Hang on. The Cooper Club's Battle of the Bands, right? You were one of the acts.
Oh gosh, yes. I might not have been Silverfoot James or Kid Holiday, but I like to think I put on a good show back there.
Maybe we can, bring a lot of that back.
Among inventory papers and broken glass, my eyes drawn to several footprints dotting a scrap of something. My shoe taps the pattern out to an invisible partner. Back, right, up, right.
Up, up, down, down, left, right, left, right.
These are dance sheets, right? Where do you want them?
Table's good. I'll organize them later.
Between the shuffling of boxes, the soft chatter of voices, and the scritch of Benny's pencil, the air starts to feel lighter. I heard you at the garage. You sound plenty talented. So why stick around Nation's Crusade?
I tried auditioning around after the band. Briefly landed a gig on another island, but Annie's followers started spreading the word there too, so
It wasn't long before I was looking for work again. But once the money ran out and the callbacks stopped, I was stuck.
Hey, Triss. What's going on? Welcome.
The pencil stops.
That ain't fair.
Yeah, you're right, but I look at it this way. We've all got to eat somehow. And if I keep eating, I'll keep finding chances to keep playing.
The bar's a dumping ground. Counter struggling under a hill of boxes and a ring of files and spare mugs. I squeeze my hand under the counter and flip the switch. The fridge hums awake.
It's alive! Alive!
Bar's got power.
Terrific. Gia, can we borrow you?
They've got a corner mostly excavated, except for a stack of steel folding chairs. 3 trips later, we uncover a patch of wood and a fleeing spider. It runs off behind a large pile of clutter.
I hit Grayson with a steel chair.
Going to take a lot of elbow grease to make this place presentable. We'd better get enough people to make it worth it.
Trust me, despite all the finger-wagging around impropriety and wild behavior, there are still plenty of people who want to dance. All they need is somewhere to do it.
And to avoid vampires.
Oh, I see how it is. It's like they say, nothing draws a crowd like a crowd.
Exactly. You think I started with a garage full of people? It started as friends, then neighbors, then friends of neighbors, then people I'd never met, all who just wanted to hear the music again.
Maybe it's the sparkle in his eyes as he says it, or the unshakable belief behind his words. But I almost believe it. Anyway, how's it look?
It's the same swan I fell in love with. Or she will be once we get these stink boxes out of the way and start gussying her up. Oh gosh, I got so much to do.
Then we're better off splitting the work. Aside from the venue, what's left?
Usually I'd be sending out the invite. I stash location, time, specifics in the different spots. That lets the regulars know who to bring and where to keep the bucketheads away from.
Yeah, we're trying to spread the good word of, like, music and non-censorship to kind of cause some cracks to happen in Nation's Crusade.
No problem. Just tell me where to deliver and I'll get the word out.
Okay, sure. That leaves stocking supplies. Gia, I hate to ask, but...
That depends. What am I grabbing? Grayson taps his thoughts out on his chin like he's checking against items on a list. One has him frowning, briefly but deeply.
Booze, music, and cosmetics. Whatever you can get. I was already planning a run for next week's party, but we'll need it sooner. Fortunately, you can grab it all in one place.
Ooh.
Last I checked, even bootleggers avoided Nation's Crusade. No one wants to risk getting caught holding moonshine by a buckethead.
It's around, if you know where to look. Officials hoard it for their rallies, usually get a fresh stock whenever they raid speakeasies or get a new island. If you're lucky, you can sneak off with some.
And if I can't?
We won't be completely dry. I have a regular attendee who brings homemade grape juice. It'll keep the taps flowing for a little while, just not the night, or half the night.
You're a musician. You and that record player aren't enough entertainment?
Yeah, I mean, sure. It'll do in a pinch. But the Swan's records haven't been updated in years. People aren't going to show for something they've heard 100 times. I was thinking,
Do we have to play peacemaker with his partner?
Grayson drops his gaze to his feet, rubbing his hands across his cheeks as though to ease the words out.
I was thinking we're reopening the Swan. People will feel nostalgic. It might be nice to do a reunion gig with me and Freddie. The Swan's best brass players, back for one night only.
Still not seeing where you need my help. He's your bandmate. What's stopping you from asking him?
Freddie won't talk shop with me. Stopped after Annie made clear the music band was here to stay. Won't even talk about tunes or auditions, let alone any floating dance halls.
But he'll talk to me? A total stranger?
You have a gun, miss.
For a moment, the man looks like he wants to take back his request and bury it away in the pockets of his drab suit. But hope's a powerful thing.
Maybe the best of things.
Freddy looks like some no-nonsense, gloomy guy. But he's not. He's the most passionate musician I've ever met. Keep things polite and respectful, and he'll hear you out. Tell him I want to talk. That's all.
Cosmetics?
Yeah. The Swan used to give guests the Cinderella treatment. Helped them feel good about themselves. There are folks who haven't seen a tube of lipstick or a jar of hair oil in years.
What about a can of Dapper Dan?
Huh. Yeah. Now that you mention it, I've been seeing less painted ladies around.
What's got Nation's Crusade hung up on cosmetics?
Yeah, the devil.
Oh, they're, signs of loose morals that encourage dangerous intermingling. Same way bright clothing or scents tempt you into pride and vanity.
Uh-huh. Sounds like I won't find any at the local beauty shop then.
Oh gosh, no, none of those left either. But I hired a smuggler to bring some in. I was gonna meet him for the pickup later. It's by an iron gate. Tell him Grayson sent you, and that the invite's still good.
All right. Sounds doable. Where am I heading?
The Temperance Rally. Annie runs it at least once a month, brings everyone together. You bring what you have to purge, and you destroy it with the help of your neighbors.
Hand in hand. Ouch, lipstick. I'm watching L.A. Noire right now, and lipstick doesn't bring this... Yeah, that kind of does change one's viewpoint on cosmetics, doesn't it?
The most devout always show up. And Freddy.
The musician swallows down a lump. I don't know what makes him more queasy. The event itself or his dear pal giving up the horn for an axe. Charming. The booze and your bandmate I get. But why would you arrange a pickup in the middle of a mob?
It felt like the easiest place to hide an outsider, Like a tree in a forest. Nothing unusual about visitors who want to see what upstanding living looks like.
I'll look into it. You just focus on the venue.
Break a leg. And try to grab as much as you can. The more we get, the better the party.
Okay.
As I pass by, I hear the soft flutter, gasping for attention. The tape's starting to go on a piece of paper fixed to the side of the trombone case. I bend down to give it a read.
This is why we always double-check things.
The best decisions are often the hardest.
Freddy wrote that. When he got down in the dumps, he'd look at it and remind himself why he played.
And the reason is?
It's not my story to tell.
The best medicine normally has the worst taste.
Footprints dance across instruction sheets with barely a crease or tear in their path. Not a bottle to be found. Did staff take it with them when the hall closed? Or did Buckethead snatch it in a raid?
Okay, so where's this rally? Cool. Let's go. That's unfortunate.
Brighter than the fires of hell and hotter than the sun, a chorus of righteous axes rain down on items judged guilty. Rivers of liquor seep into the ground while metal, wood, and paper feed the pyres.
This reminds me of the book burning scene in Last Crusade.
I duck behind the crowd of manic avengers while Baron Annie the Axe takes to the field.
We shall cut down their idols, destroy their sacred pillars, burn their altars. As Paul said, give no opportunity to the devil.
She goes to a woman struggling under the weight of crates and bottles. Together, It cast it over the edge to the applause of an adoring crowd.
Drinking, gambling, vanity, pleasures of the flesh. But we do not gratify these earthly desires. Instead, we walk by the Spirit of the Lord.
The answering shouts make the island quake like its judgment day. It only comes to an abrupt lull when Annie steps down from her perch to hold out her hand to a downcast man.
These books were my late wife's. She was a good woman. Never meant any harm, but the content is, I know. But these were hers.
What does Paul say? That the devil and his machinations will come in sheep's clothing. All of us can be deceived, brother. Your wife meant no harm, but she carried on with evil, just as my parents did. You can make that right.
Oi.
Her words are the push he needs. He sobs and lets his wife's books fall, cremated by the flames to a choir of soothing neighbors. I tightly thumb Zio's hat.
I love a happy ending, don't you?
No. I feel like I'm in the RNC.
I jump out of my skin. The twisted melodrama must have thrown me off, because I hadn't seen the crone or her basket of goodies until she was at my shoulder.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Lamb Chop. I didn't mean to frighten you. I would have said hello earlier, but you look completely taken with our Annie.
Yeah, she's a real inspiration. Hard to take your eyes off her.
Well, look at you. You're a fresh daisy in the flower patch, and you're already sucking things in like it's water.
Officer!
Wait a sec. How do you know I'm new?
Why, it's my job. I'm one of the event organizers, or as I like to call it, the door lady. When I see a new face, I can't help but make them feel welcome. Here, for you.
She catches my hand. Years of social niceties and smuggler instincts prevent me from yanking it away before she palms me a set of dice. Didn't think Nation's Crusade approved of gambling.
No, these are the cast-out lamb chop. I keep them on hand to help warm folks up. Small and easy. Toss them and you're done.
Oh, this is like the really good one set of dice, too.
She watches me with as much anticipation as the witch waiting for Gretel to take a bite. When in Nation's Crusade, I tell myself. I roll them between my fingers and throw them over the edge.
I don't want to get any heat.
Would you look at that? Clean to the burrows. We'll make a destroyer of vice out of you yet.
But take hope, for even our Christ was tempted. Stay vigilant, brothers and sisters.
Bodies disperse as Annie charges forward, rallying her followers to other battlements. I slowly exhale and use the shift in the crowd to make my escape. Thanks for the welcome, ma'am. Think I'll go mingle.
Call me Bethany. I'd love to introduce you around, but someone's got to mind the exit. You'll be all right on your own?
I'll figure something out.
That's the spirit. Have a lovely time. But don't slack off, We're here to destroy sin. Cookies are only for those who do their part.
Hey, Draith. Well, thank you for that lurk. I hope your day gets better.
The older woman totters off, but a sickly sensation lingers. Maybe she's nosy, but she casually glances my way once in a while. Better hope she gets over a mother henning fast.
I hear you, Bart. I could go for a cookie as well. Always. Okay. Ooh. What's Walt Disney doing here?
A truck on the side is loaded, but strangely untouched. I find the cause in a letter stuck on the dash. They detail orders to move overstock to storage, stamped with Nation's Crusade seal. It hits me. I could walk out of here with barrels of booze if I had one of those letters. But Bethany's gaze is like a hovering wooden spoon. I grudgingly decide to circle back later.
Alright, Bethany, could you piss off? Here, let's go ahead and track this mission.
crackle of white-hot embers and the smell of pulp, plastic, and fabrics have me breathing shallow. I turn my head upwind and notice the curve of a still pristine record. A spidery itch crawls down my spine. Looks like my nosy greeter's still watching.
I've already got records, though, right? Yeah.
In my mind's eye, I already hear Cress cursing up a fury that had put Annie to shame as I take the record and dash it to bits. The crackle of white-hot embers and the smell of pulp, plastic, and a spidery itch.
Pickup spot, interact.
Look for the iron gate, Grayson had said. I casually lean against it, but 5 minutes pass and the only thing that joins me is falling ash. A small scrap of cloth tucked into a nearby fence waves at me, yellowed for attention, a smuggler's message. I tug it out, along with a note hidden in a matchbox.
Be sure to drink your Ovaltine.
The message is curt. Too hot. Meet at the bend on the closed road. My heart kicks through my ribs at the handwriting. I knew it from scribbled work orders and personal notes slipped in my pockets.
Needles.
Part of me wants to tell Grayson his pickup was a wash, but I've still got a job to do, even if it means meeting with needles.
Oof. Well, I'm glad that we saved his life.
Whatever you think of paupers, they all share a similar story. Shadowy, glow-eyed specters at the Undercity gates. This one standing around topside like an alligator sunbathing in a fountain.
What are you staring at?
Sorry, caught me off guard. Never seen a pauper out in the open.
New to Nation's Crusade, eh? So long as you don't shriek over some rats scurrying around, we won't have any problems.
Not worried about terriers? The headlights behind his goggles take on an intensely gleeful glow.
Yeah, the Baron gave him a talking to. Our contracts state they can't stop us from joining service, or the destruction of evil we see.
But you don't seem to be in a hurry to grab an axe or kindling.
My part comes later. I'll be here all night, sister, cleaning up after the topsiders have had their fun. Otherwise, they let moonshine flood the tunnels and block our doors with their barrels.
You folks look like you've got a decent relationship with Annie.
Yeah, well, it's all right. Best we've ever had with the Baron. Only one to include Aetherians when they preach human decency.
So you're a fan. It's almost impossible to see past the thick lens, but I almost see the crease of a brow and the upward flick of his gaze.
I don't think she's all that. But her way means I get the sky.
That's fair. Where'd all these slot machines come from?
Hypothetically, if someone wanted to take some of those barrels off your hands, how much would it cost?
Hypothetically, make me an offer.
Ooh, 40 scrap? Stratatoiji.
This event's a circus. Doubt they make cleanup easy.
No, they do not.
What if I said I got something planned for those barrels? Something that'll have the stiffs clutching their pearls.
I'd say it could be worth it. Nice if someone else could be inconvenienced for once. The barrels will be by your car.
Ah, booze has been acquired.
Fat wooden bodies spill their heady contents into a nearby drain. A barrel or two would be a hit at the party, if I can find more than women-sized pockets to smuggle them out. A spidery itch crawls down my spine. Looks like my nosy greeter's still watching.
Okay. Madam?
can't leave yet. Still need to find Freddy in the pickup. Bells shrilly scream under a beating of axes. Nation's Crusade must have raided a casino because there are enough slot machines to fill a wing of pandemonium. Some still jingle with coins between hits. A spidery itch crawls down my spine. Looks like my nosy greeter's still watching.
Dare we? We dare.
I kneel over the hill of battered metal corpses and jam my boot knife between the loose plating. A few wriggles later, it pops loose, releasing its bounty to my waiting pocket.
Okay, good. So we could still...
The crackle of white-hot, a spidery itch.
Gotta listen to the spidery itch, man.
Under the popping of flames and the dying twang of someone smashing a guitar, I slip the record between my coat and shirt. If the party doesn't love it, the press will.
Mm-hmm.
A truck on the side is loaded. It hits me.
Okay.
Who knows what other treasures have found their way into the fires?
Now, we already went to the slot machine pile. So now let's talk to Freddy.
Amidst the shouting and raucous fervor, I hear the steady chop of an axe. The man behind it wields it with the air of a cloud on a funeral day, preparing tinder for the pyres. Freddy?
Yes. Can I help you, miss?
Looks like Sammy Davis Jr.
Gia Randazzo. I'm a mutual friend of Grayson's.
Are you here on his behalf?
There a problem if I am? The former musician snorts, giving me a knowing half-smile dyed in melancholy.
No offense, but I'll have to decline. Grayson didn't come himself, which means he wants you to ask me something he knows I'll say no to.
Another barrel slate breaks. He throws them into a pile and starts on another.
I'm not looking for trouble, Miss Randazzo. It's my day off.
Hell of a way to be spending your day off. Don't got any hobbies to catch up on?
Fresh air, social time, exercise. I don't need much else.
You sure about that? Because from where I'm standing, you look like you'd rather be anywhere else. The axe comes down with pitch-perfect precision, but there's not a drop of satisfaction behind those eyes.
Doesn't matter what I want, it's responsibility. I already promised Mrs. Bethany I'd replenish the wood.
You that worried about a conversation?
By smooth talk and flattery, they deceive the minds of naive people. You give them a minute and you find yourself playing a plants in a greenhouse because someone said please.
Grayson's that persuasive, huh? He answers by chopping wood chips into splinters.
How is he?
Looked fine, last I checked.
Good.
Hear us out. All the smooth talk. Buttery smooth.
Maybe his mind's made up, but Grayson had been sure Freddy would at least hear me out. I wait until Freddy's finished taking apart a bar top before I try again. Look, Freddy, I'm not asking for much. A minute of your time and I'll be out of your hair. I'll even tell Grayson to give you space. A tangle of emotions whirls across his face before they come out in a long sigh.
Your minute starts now. What's Grayson want?
I think about saying he can ask Grayson himself, but one look at the grim line of his face tells me he's not budging without something solid. In low tones, I show him my hand. An opportunity. Grayson's organizing something from the good old days. One night only. He wanted to know if you'd be up for a reunion.
We're getting the band back together.
He closes his eyes, breathes slow, and, just as slowly, puts the axe to the side.
Gia, was it? I'm going to assume you're trying to help, but you're not. You're enabling him.
So what? You think he should give up? Like you?
Yes. Grayson's chasing something that isn't coming back. We took our shot and we failed. We're stuck now, so we might as well make something out of it. He'd rather get himself hurt. He'll get caught, or he'll wake up and realize it's been for nothing. I won't be a part of that.
Oh, this is why we always double check. Now we can use the trombone quote on him.
Saw that quote on your trombone case at the Swan. Something about the best decisions are often the hardest. Grayson said it was a reminder to yourself.
About why I play?
He half smiles, and whatever memory he's in parts the clouds a little.
I pissed off a Baron.
What?
My previous island's Baron liked marching bands. He'd pay kids to take music lessons if they signed up for life. And I took his lessons, I played some years, and then I ran. Once I found out I preferred club music.
Let me get this straight. You loved music enough to make an enemy of a Baron, but you're worried about Grayson?
Shoot. I need to clear my head. If you see Grayson first, tell him I'll think about it.
That's something. It's something.
Sorry. I still...
Okay.
I watch Annie's followers throw the machines overboard and hope that...
I think that is everything.
Hello, lamb chop. Leaving so soon?
You sound like you run a lot of these events.
At least once a month. Honestly, I thought we'd wind down once Annie made it a regular affair, but the Lores is a very bad place. There's no shortage of wicked things to be rid of, try as we do. Mind you, I've been a card-carrying member of the Ribbon Temperance Brigade long before Annie came along. I signed up in honor of my late husband.
Was he a pious sort too?
No, he was a drunk. The only sinful thing he ever removed from this world was when he drank himself into the devil's care.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't be. The man had a mean temper when he had a drink in him. You can say good riddance and leave it at that.
Well, on that pleasant note.
Yeah, time I head out.
Of course. Thank you so much for stopping by. Before you go, I have something to say.
Oh, nope. We'll keep the Danzig to ourselves.
Dearie, when Annie calls to you to destroy evil, you act. No buts, no coy blushes. You do as you're told.
Sorry, Bethany. Must have misheard you over the noise. The witch hasn't finished with me yet, though. She leans close to pat my forearm, like she's measuring me for the oven.
I wanted to talk to you alone. Didn't want someone jumping to conclusions. But I saw you getting handsy with the offerings earlier.
I knew it.
My hairs stand up, already priming for flight. I force myself to stay calm and keep mum.
Now, simply being near sin isn't a crime, or we'd all be destined for the lake of fire. But if you did do something shameful, now's the time to confess.
Woo. Look at those bonuses. Sweet, sweet false confession.
Ugh, you got me. I almost pocketed something, but I couldn't go through with it. I felt like Annie was there, reminding me how the devil comes disguised as human desire.
Oh, my dear. Well, I can't say I'm not disappointed, but I'm glad you took Annie's lessons to heart before you made a mistake. You can start making up for it with redoubling your efforts to purge the sin from both the city and yourself. If you need a place to volunteer, I can find somewhere to get you settled.
I grew up around people like this. Believe it or not.
The fields of white-hot judgment fade in my mirror. I breathe deep the cool air and thumb hum the wheel as I go over Grayson's list. I got music and booze covered. All that's left is the cosmetic pickup.
Please, Needles.
I round the bend and feel the world tilt. If I hadn't already seen his writing, I would have known Needles from the shape of his silhouette and the scent of his favorite cigarettes.
Who the hell? Diamo.
Grief.
What's the matter, Needles? Acting like you're seeing ghosts.
Yeah, her name's the Ghost of Screw-Up's Past. What are you doing here? No way you're out here for a friendly chat.
I'm here for the pickup. Grayson sent me. He also says your invite's still good, if you still want it. Would hate to have to tell Grayson his contact got jitters and ran.
You wish. Come on. Packages are in the trunk, bigger ones behind right and left panels, small ones sewn into the lining of the pink and green coats.
We're halfway to his car when engines announce themselves with a distant roar. Our heads whip down the winding road. Red and white cars bearing painted axes rapidly speed toward us.
An inquisition. Let's begin. An inquisition. Look out, sin.
How much heat did you pull?
Not enough to send pitchforks after. Must be a patrol.
Then maybe we can talk our way out.
I have something. I've got a tailor's license signed to Petya Ivanov. You could play fashion designer. You look sharp enough to pass. Say the car broke down on a delivery.
It's an act we've put on a dozen times before, but the memories blur into the last job we worked. I'm standing in the dark of Santa Anita Lodge, Needles 38 pressed into my gut.
Yeah, sure.
Don't make me regret this. Something flits behind his blue eyes. I don't have time to see what. When the Crusaders pull up, I'm impatiently tapping my fingers while a harried needle slams down the hood.
Excuse me. This road is off limits.
Sorry, sir. We were on a delivery to Downing when the car broke down. Just finished fixing.
Needles hands him a packet of forms. I wrinkle my nose, passing it off as annoyance instead of nerves when I smell ash. He must have come from barrel smashing.
Thank you. We'll let you get on your way.
Oh.
Once we finish checking the contents of your...
Oh, hold on one sec, guys.
Keep your greasy paws off them. I spent all week finishing those orders. I didn't lose sleep so some buckethead on an ego trip could ruin them.
Ooh, use the B word.
Hey, boss, go easy on him. He's just doing his job. Quick check and we're on our way. And if something gets messed up, I'll take care of it.
What did he say?
I give him a glare that could raise an island. He lets me snatch the keys and slam the trunk open. It's what I expected. Drab colors, modest cut dresses. I shut it before they spot the out-of-place lump. Satisfied? Or is carrying cotton and tweed a crime?
No, that'll do. Thank you for your cooperation. Now you have 5 minutes to get off this road, or there will be a problem.
We watch them leave, sharing a sigh of relief and a grin as they peel away. Let's hurry up. I don't want to risk any more surprises.
I'll get the panels. You'll get the coats.
We move the cargo.
Take the cannoli.
Car, steps haunted by silence. Where the space between us had been empty before, there's an uneven jumble. Familiarity piled on by hurt and uncertainty.
That invite. It's not just a code word, it's for Grayson Shindig. You gonna be there?
Yeah, helping to organize it.
Come talk to me later. I got something for you.
Look, Needles.
Please?
I don't have an answer. Not when we load the last bag, not when I blink, and he's gone. All I know is I've got a job, and I'm due back at the Swan.
Well, we got everything done, and without a fight, so that's good. Let's swing down here. Oh!
Yeah, how'd it go?
Wow.
Got everything on the list.
Everything? Even Freddy?
He said he'd think about it. Can't promise anything more than that.
That's good. Better than good. It's more than I could have hoped for. Thank you, Gia. Tonight's going to be special. I can feel it.
Need a hand with anything else?
I think I got this covered. Why don't you take a spell? Freshen up a bit before the party, if you like.
I just might do that. Time passes. I'm back at the dance hall, hand on a thrumming wooden door, a chorus of joy and life on the other side. A tender ray of light peeks through the crack. I take the invite and step inside.
Ooh, pretty. Check out the dance floor.
Bright bulbs, dusted curtains, stitched up holes. Hard to believe it was a sight only fit for the spiders and moths until a short while ago. The stage bears barely a scratch or scruff from its burial. Either it was in better shape than I thought, or Grayson's a miracle worker. I can barely see Benny's hat around the sea of suits and skirts. He's a little bolt of energy, bouncing in and out around the crowd to reach me.
Oh, Gia's in full, like, Themyscira mode.
Holy cannoli, Gia! The line's already running out the door. How are we gonna pack them all in?
Carefully.
We'll manage. If they're sticking around long enough to wait, I doubt they're in a hurry to run off. Through the waves of crowds and dance floor, my eyes drawn to an approaching pair. A musician in a tan suit, arms slung around his other half. Freddy. Finished thinking, huh?
You made an effort to talk me over. I decided to give you a shot. Blame Grayson for the rest.
Hey, now, I didn't need to do much talking at all. All I did was return Mr. Toots to his rightful owner. What you did with it after was your biz.
Mr. Toots?
My trombone. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to go finish warm-up.
His eyes roll, but Freddy's half grin is a break of light through the gloom. He pats Grayson on the shoulder and takes to the stage with his other partner, Mr. Toots.
Anyway, before things get busy, I wanted to tell you something. It ain't you two. I never gave up on seeing the Swan in business again, but this is like stepping back in time.
We need to give him some credit because look how clean this place is.
Wouldn't have happened if you hadn't thrown it all together. Grayson gives us a 15-watt smile. He takes to an expectant stage and a deserved applause. Him and Freddy lift their horns. The hall holds its breath in anticipation. The music starts, and the Swan completes its transformation. The once stale air warms under bright music and swaying bodies. Though I'm supposed to be working, I imagine myself on the floor too. Not every day you get to enjoy the same party you're working.
Yeah, Gia rocks it out well.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We're still on the clock. Underground's expecting party coverage. Testimonials, quotes, pictures, the whole kit and caboodle. All anonymous, of course.
I'm going to keep an eye on the floor. Catch up with you later, junior reporter.
Oh, look at Needles.
There's a line from the beauty station to mirrors of all genders and ages. Men with hair gel and women with makeup take a gander at their reflections and leave with a bounce in their step. I catch Grayson and Freddy between sets.
Gia, hey, enjoying the party?
Freddy's humming, lighter with a trombone than an axe, but the clouds linger. When he's still too long or too short, he goes quiet. Freddy, how are you holding up?
Happiest I've been in years.
If that's your happy, I'd hate to see what your glum looks like. His mouth twitches downward like he's lowering the curtain on his mood.
Try not to forget things roll back tomorrow. Maybe this time for good.
You want it to be for one night only?
No.
Then what's stopping you from doing more gigs with Grayson? It wouldn't be public, or even as nice as here, but it'd be somewhere.
I could. We'd make a good run of it. It still doesn't change the ban or what happens if we get caught. You think the hurt's worth it?
Honestly, I couldn't tell you. But I know what it's like to be stuck living in something you hate.
Maybe. I'll think about it when I'm not working. Thanks for noticing, Gia.
Sounding swell, Grayson.
Oh, thank you. It's all the atmosphere. Nothing fills my cup faster than a full house and a great band made to live up to.
You really enjoy playing that much?
Well, sure. Don't you get any warm feelings when your work makes people smile?
Her work normally doesn't make people smile.
I'm a smuggler.
Yeah.
My work's supposed to happen on the down low. Most clients are happier pretending they never met me. And if I'm lucky, the job ends with a clean handoff and a thank you.
So why go to all the effort to help me then? What are you getting out of this?
I'm working a job. I told a client I'd help her fix something, and the only way we do it is if I make sure this party happens.
Oh, you're a good friend.
Friend? No. A client's a client. I made a contract, so I'm on the hook to follow through.
Don't worry, I get it. Sometimes a gig is just a gig. But for what it's worth, you've made me and everyone here real happy, Gia.
Huzzah.
The floor here is strewn with all the sheet music the band tossed onto the floor over the course of the concert. I'm not sure if it'd be worth anything, but it's a piece of Nation's Crusade history now. I rifle through the fallen pages, looking for something that might make for an interesting keepsake. At the bottom of the pile, I spot the final movement, signed by the band.
Oh, look, Tay, the set list.
I tuck it into my coat pocket. I'm sure a music lover would enjoy this piece of history, even if it takes a little insider knowledge to fully grasp the significance.
Ooh. Oh, it's a notepad. Okay, well.
Among a sea of undulating bodies, one's flopping about like it's her first time in the deep end. A teenage girl alternates between peeping at dance sheets and practicing steps solo.
Oh. Yeah, it's a critical failure with Dodger, one way or another. That is unfortunate.
Mind if I cut in?
Oh, sure.
One hand in hers, one arm around her back, I guide her through the steps. She's a choppy partner, jerking on slow steps and dragging on quick steps, and I accidentally step on her toe on the turn. She recoils into a backward fall. I go to grab her, but she's falling with the tide. Fortunately, a boy about her age catches her.
Sorry, it's my first time.
They walk through an awkward dance of social niceties, stepping through thank yous and reassurances with stammers and held gazes. I slip off while they're swapping dance cards.
Huh, a botch actually led to something good.
There's a trio camped comfortably together. Their limbs are a comfortable sprawl, as though the dance hall were their living room.
There I was, up 28 hours, my partner dead asleep, arms giving out. I saw the ice buckets and I knew what I had to do.
Just because I didn't see it doesn't mean you weren't wrong to do it.
Lighten up. Scolding her isn't gonna bring the prize money back. Which you should know after helping us spend it all on drinks and movie tickets.
Their friend grumbles defenses into his drink, while the pair share a laugh. The handsome-looking partygoers trails off when she sees me.
Evening, miss. Hope you don't mind some fossils taking up space.
Why not? Sounds like you were here first.
Damn right, sweet thing. We and the Swan have a history. We were reminiscing a bit.
All right, I'm curious. What did you do with the ice buckets?
Don't. We'll be here all night listening to her again.
Then plug your ears, sweetie. Once upon a time, the Swan used to hold dance marathons every last Tuesday of the month. 50 cents for admission, free food and shelter. Winner takes all.
It was your idea, Clyde, wasn't it?
I got the idea from San Francisco. Something to fill the hall during slow days. Fortunately, I didn't realize one of my best friends was a conniving cheat.
Oh, come off it. Sadism was sexy entertainment back then. I wasn't the only one slipping smelling salts in my sleeves or dipping fellas into an ice bath. Speaking of which...
Sadism was sexy entertainment back then.
So, the ice buckets. Adrian Felton keeps kicking our shins, so I dropped a bottle of red ink into their tub. How was I supposed to know he'd make a mess?
What's your history with the place?
We used to be regulars. I tell you how many years we've been coming, but it'll upset Minnie.
I beg your pardon, Chris. The only thing she needs to know is that I'm the 5-time winner of the Swans Dance Marathon competition and marathon record holder this side of the lowers. Although if you want to see moves, you should watch Clyde. He used to teach here.
Not all of us are looking to show off.
Why not? Maybe I'll learn something by watching. The former instructor squints at me, then his drink. Nothing feels former about him as his hand swaps the glass from Minnie's hand in one fluid gesture. Their steps are a well-oiled music box, and each step clicks the ground like teeth against a cylinder. 1, 2, spin, dip. Clyde elegantly swings Minnie downward and upwards.
Is this like Fred Astaire and Rita Hayworth?
And from another angle.
Without a break in movement, they swap parts. Minnie to the side, Chris the lead, Clyde the follow. 1, 2, spin, dip. A perfect repeat of the first, etching the motions into my memory.
Oh, I wonder if that was actually going to help me with that.
Yes?
Oh well.
Polished to a shine, the bar's a watering hole for the thirsty and giggly. How long's it been since they've had a glass of something more than water and church wine?
Here we go.
I look across the room, and the world slows. Whether scarred or in new clothes, Piotr has a pair of eyes I'd know in any crowd. They trail my every gesture, from my dress to my face, until we're steps apart.
You look good. Anais?
Didn't think to ask. Got it for a job. Yacht party with Dreamland's upper crust.
Whoever picked it's got taste. Newest season, classy colors, pretty enough to look at. Not enough to stick out. In Dreamland, anyway.
You planning on spending the night gushing about my dress?
Yeah?
A spot opens up along the bar under a shuffle of giggling feet. Part of me doesn't realize we're stepping through familiar motions until we've cleared the counter and perched our elbows. But when we run out of steps, the silence sets in. I feel like we're wading through a room covered with molasses. No helping for it. I'm going to have to get us unstuck. Heard Eli sent out a full draft order. Glad to see you got out.
It was close. Came back from a job, saw the notice. Barely had any time to grab my kit before they started kicking doors down.
And the shop?
Haven't been back. My guess, it's ashes.
Knowing White Street, it might as well be. Whitecaps don't tolerate deserters. If a tailor ran without any friends or family to punish, that didn't leave many targets.
Heard something about the general, though. They say 8-Shot ushered him onto the final ferry. That true?
Maybe.
It's not like that. Does it look like I go out of my way to kill a baron?
Surprisingly, no. Too risky even for you. Doesn't stop people from guessing. Last I checked, top bets were professional hit, revenge mission, or vigilante action.
Figured if you had a barony you liked less than White Street, Nation's Crusade would be somewhere in your top 5.
Upper end of the list. but White Street's on fire, and Nation's Crusade's got plenty of smuggling jobs.
Not surprising. Zio used to say in our line of work, no one benefits more from a baron tightening their fist than us.
He wasn't wrong. It ain't all makeup runs. Records, films, smut, food, clothes, comics, religion, everything's a target. Pissing off every third Dame and Joe in the barony.
I stare at my reflection in the counter. A while ago, I'd be imagining a steady stream of work and a growing pile of cash. I don't see them now.
I'm wondering if we're gonna dance with him. He has, like, strong gambit energy.
Have you heard about Mr. Blanc?
Not since my last Uppers gig. Why? What happened?
He's dead.
What? No, don't kid.
I'm not screwing with you, Needles. I was there. The air cools into a respectful silence. Needles waves down the bartender. We order 2 shots. Neither are to Mr. Blanc's tastes, but we drink in memoriam anyway.
To Mr. Blanc. He ran a nice bar.
To Mr. Blanc. He gave me a second chance. All right, Needles. What's this about? Needles usually isn't one to pull his punches. Whatever this is, his fingers fidget for half a second before placing a set of keys on the counter between us.
Here. 35 Chimera. Won't have all Cress's work, but it'll get you around.
Whoa. Chimera 2.0?
You fixed Chimera?
Not personally. Found it while I was still in White Street. It was like seeing a ghost. But I did a big job, someone owed me a favor, I owed you, so I cashed in.
Needles, when I said you owed me double, it was for the gala. Bringing my car back's a hell of a lot more than pay up and get out of my sight.
Yeah, but I owe you for more than the gala. Owed you for the Valentine job. And for being a bastard who couldn't even say sorry.
Still not hearing an apology.
The car's the apology, Gia.
Damn it, Gia. I'm sorry.
Okay.
You wanted to know why I wasn't at the funeral. I meant to. Had my suit, a pack of cards, and a bottle of whiskey for Alfonso. Made it halfway there before I pulled over. Kept thinking Alfonso would still be here if you let me drop. Didn't think you wanted me there anyway. Not after the fight.
Look, Piotr, if I didn't want you there, I would have made sure the invite never got anywhere near you.
Too late now.
The reminder is a familiar ache between my shoulders. I look for a distraction among the bottles. Instead, I see a couple behind us overlaying our reflections. Maybe Piotr sees it too.
Let's play hypotheticals. Say it's the day of the funeral. This time I show up. What happens?
Same thing we do every time we finish a big job. Glasses of whiskey, cards, and stories.
Alfonso would have liked it, as long as the stories were about him. Always liked someone else reminding him how clever he was. He ever tell you about the cabbie wars?
About as often as the Russian bear. Even if we got through the funeral, I doubt we would have been okay. My rep was in the mud, and from what I heard, yours was only slightly better. We'd still be scrabbling for jobs.
Funny. I cleaned up pretty nicely on White Street.
I also remember you getting chased out by whitecaps.
It was nice while it lasted. But maybe I could have skipped that part. Wouldn't have set up shop there if we'd pooled resources. And you know who the reliable one was. Some clients like that.
Some.
So, where do you think we would have ended up?
I'd like to imagine we could put together enough dough for a patch of sunlight. Somewhere I'm not squinting through islands to check the time of day.
Still trying to move upstairs.
The uppers isn't going away, even with the heights around. It's taking me time, but my cash and name are in a better spot than they were a year ago.
All this assumes we keep in touch. Think we would have given it another shot? Being together.
Let's see where this goes.
Maybe not immediately, but I'd like to imagine we had a chance. Still missed your crooked face, you know, when I saw it in Raymond.
Funny. I missed your perfume.
My perfume?
Yeah, the wildflower one. Noticed it under the bleach. Reminded me of a lot. That and working with someone who enjoys playing dress-up just as much.
For a moment, the edges of the world soften with dreams of another past. I linger in the could-have-beens until the couple disappears, stranding us back in reality. It's a nice story. Too bad that's all it is.
Yeah, doesn't change a thing. Wasn't there for the funeral. Stabbed you in the back. Got whitecaps chasing after us.
Honestly, Piotr, it still hurts. I won't forget you got Chimera back. That doesn't mean I'm entirely over what happened, with White Street or Valentine.
Didn't expect you to. Still feeling it myself. But we never would have been in the same room a year ago, let alone be talking.
I doubt this is the last we see of each other. We're both smugglers. Our work's going to overlap once in a while. And if I'm going to run into anyone else, I'd rather it be you.
You're not so bad yourself. I already lost one Randazzo. Hate to lose another.
Let's get Gia some closure, man. That's worth more than all the monies.
It's another reminder of the hole Zio left between us. This time, I almost don't feel it.
Anyway, you got a job. I need a smoke break. I'll see you around, Elia. Go on, enjoy the party, Gia.
Okay.
Hey, Gia. What's the word? Any trouble?
No one's kissing the floor or painting a cow between rounds of Russian roulette yet.
Yeah? Any chance of that happening?
Wouldn't get your hopes up. It's Nation's Crusade. Even a line dance counts as a wild night out.
You said it. I've been getting testimonials all night, and these people are starved for something more than sermons and speeches. Everything they do's gotta go back to goodness and duty. It's no way to live. And get this, Annie even bans the funnies. You think I can talk the underground into letting us include some in my article?
Try asking after you have it written. Benny frowns, chomping on the eraser end of his pencil like it's a fat cigar.
That's been tricky. I'm experiencing some bona fide writer's block. Been stumped deciding on the headline interview.
What? Nothing exciting enough?
Nah, that ain't it. But we need something with pizzazz. Most barely read past the headline. We want to sway hearts. We need to hook them from the start.
Oh, okay, Triss. Thank you so much. You get you some sleep, and thank you so much again for that dono. Appreciate you. Enjoy L.A. Noire. Talk to Freddy. Talk to reminiscing partygoers. Ooh, you know what?
You looking for someone to spotlight? Start with the community. There's a group of former regulars who've got plenty to say.
Huh. Yeah, that could work. Memories stand against time. Old friends reunite to remember the Swan. Let's see what they gotta say.
We weave through lines of bodies bobbing up and down. The trio see me coming from a distance and clear a space for me and Benny.
Hello again, miss. Trying to make us feel decrepit now?
Actually, Benny's a reporter. He helped organize this shindig.
Name's Benny Castellano, star reporter of the Daily Crier. I'd like to interview you for the front page. Personal details redacted. What's the scoop between you all and the Swan?
Oh, sweet thing, we'd love to talk. Where would you like us to start?
You're a dance marathoner, right? How'd you get involved with the Swan?
Well, I'm Minnie, and I first came with a date. I wanted the pot,
and you wanted to get handsy. I spent the night and was amazed. Class and no tolerance for heels? This is worth my money.
What's your story?
Clyde, professional dancer. Like many, never enough money or opportunities. The Swan asked me to teach when work was slow, so I did. Fortunately, I enjoyed teaching as much as performing.
How about you?
Call me Chris. Compared to these two, I'm nothing special.
When you say said like that, it says to me there's a story.
It's really not. I liked dressing up and having fun with the people I like. The Swan was where I could wear what I wanted without being shamed for it.
See, this is a good slice of life if they're trying to do this. I think we made the right call here.
So you all had tight ties to the Swan. One of you was employed by them. When it closed, what'd you do?
The trio's 3 shades of grief. Minnie with blotted red cheeks, Clyde with a stern front and a tight grip, Chris with her heart on her sleeve and her eyes at their feet.
Job hunted. You also stopped me from tearing that official's eyes out, right after they kicked us out of Gethsemane for arguing the ban, which was a little on the nose when you think about it.
I thought Annie had an open door policy.
Annie also has some tough bouncers, if you know what I mean. If it's all right with you, I'd rather not talk about it.
Gotcha. Okay. If you could say anything to Annie, what would it be?
Beep.
I don't think I'd say much except ask a question. What was really so wrong about the dance hall, Annie?
Shrieks of delight cut into our conversation. It starts as a startled gasp and builds into a room full of awe. What the hell is that?
Oh no.
Clad in a sharp suit, Apollo could have walked off a poster. While tongues tie themselves into pretzels and autograph requests come out in stutters, he takes them with a gallant wink and a smile. As the crowd flows towards the matinee star, I swim upstream to Grayson. The musicians flustered, professionalism straining against the same enchantment that has his audience.
Is that Apollo Diamond? What's he doing in Nation's Crusade? In one of my parties? Am I dreaming?
Couldn't help himself, I guess. Once the pleasantries ebb away, Apollo sweeps to the stage. The crowd parts, forming a narrow path between him and Grayson and me.
Oh, hello, old sport. Lovely barnstopper you've got going on. My people heard rumors about a floating dance hall in Nation's Crusade. Had to come see it for myself.
Thank you. I mean, you're welcome. It might not be as fancy as what you're used to, but we are a friendly crowd, aren't we?
The hall swells under a tidal wave of agreeable cheers, swept away under the fantasy of a movie star in their little corner of the world. I feel a little floaty myself when Apollo turns to me.
Gia, darling. Fancy seeing you here. We really need to stop meeting like this.
You tell me. Why is it you just happen to crash a party whenever I'm on the invite list?
Luck, I suppose.
He reclines back onto the edge of the stage like it's one of his sets, effortlessly drawing the room into his orbit.
I heard all the dance halls closed years ago. Good to see the folks of Nation's Crusade still know how to have a good time, eh?
Eh? Eh?
Another wave of cheers fills the hall. Apollo's chanting something. Beneath the smiles and whispers, ripples of discomfort, sadness, and resentment pass through the crowd.
You know, I never quite understood Nation's Crusade's thinking. Sure, morality and goodness and all that, but why's it gotta be so drab?
I don't think it should be. A good number of us don't, in fact. We wouldn't be here otherwise.
Oh, that's the spirit. I've been to my share of parties. Never have I seen someone struck down over one. Well, except when someone tries skipping the bill.
The crowd chortles along, but it's more than politeness. They're hanging on his every word, drinking up visions of a world lost to them.
This is smart.
Well, joy makes us human after all. What's more human than enjoying life, eh? We only get one, so let's spend it dancing. Hit the floor, tap your toes, turn to your neighbor and ask, Gia, would you dance with me?
Oh.
For a moment, I'm standing in a fantasy. Soft motes of light around an outstretched hand from one of the city's most desired bachelors. But then, I picture myself standing across from a familiar pair of pretty blue eyes. Thanks for the offer, but I've got someone else in mind.
Well, no loss then. Knock them dead, darling.
I feel a flutter in my belly, like it's the days Needles and I were dancing around budding feelings instead of bad memories. Just like back then, all I had to do was walk up and ask. Up for a dance, Piotr?
Always, Milaya.
He takes my hand, and the emptiness shrinks to the spaces between our fingers. I doubt it'll ever fully close, but we leap back and forth across it with every step.
Dance into the night.
Hours pass. While the early risers and the lightweights slip off into the night, Needles and I take advantage of the extra space to take turns swinging each other around the dance floor. What the hell was that? If I didn't know better, I'd say you were trying to spin me through a wall.
Hey, I spin fine. You try after 2 drinks.
Without missing a beat, we switch positions, and I mirror what Clyde showed me. 1, 2, spin, dip. I swing Needles low, fighting a smug grin as he flushes brighter than a bolt of crimson fabric. Hours pass. Stars wink away to morning's light, and the remaining night owls make for their beds. Needles and I take the last dance slow, nothing but the sway of our bodies to keep us upright.
Gee, still with me?
Still dancing, aren't I?
Just checking. In case you need someone to walk you to your car.
Is that an offer? The music ends. We stumble off, leaning against each other to get to our cars. My memory rings in a pleasant haze, but I remember the words we drove off on. Goodbye for now.
Hey, wow, that's awesome. Underground Gala dazzles Nation's Crusade. Oh, what was really so wrong about the dance hall, Annie? Notable underworld figure, Incy folk hero, 8-Shot Radazzo was spotted at the floating dance hall. She and a mystery man were seen dancing all night in defiance of Annie Sullivan Walker's music ban. That's pretty cool, I've got to say. Alright, so we got... We'll do increased Aether Drain to Gia. Benny's got... Oh, thank you, another verse. Appreciate that. Daredevil or Strategist? Let's do Strategist. Strategogy, eh? And we're full up, so we need to decide what Luca and the others should level up in now, too. If you're going to be a Daredevil, yeah. If you're going to be a boxer, Daredevil definitely needs to be the thing. And I really want to see our new car. Oh, we got a dance hall safe house. Cool. Alright, let's go to Grayson's garage.
I'm rolling slowly through a stop sign when the world seems to shiver. The Aether Road suddenly lifts, colliding with my front right fender, and in my peripheral vision, I watch a rotted house bend at the waist. I am a marionette to some immense force, the strings pulling on my entire body at once. What the? In the sky, I see the well pulse. In a flash, the colors grow more vivid, while the outline expands against the blue sky. A forgotten island near the rift cracks like an egg, drifting into the well's depths to vanish. I need to get back to the hole, and now. Nellie needs to hear about this. There's no time to lose.
Oh, okay, we are stopping everything. But we're also going in here first. My chimera. Boom, boom, ba-da, boom, boom, boom. Ooh, we have front and rear. I love that. Okay, let's back up. We gotta buy some weaponry here in a big way. Scout rifle. That's not... Okay, that's a light weapon. And I think the light weapons still do Aether Drain for her ability. Yeah. Alright. I've got a bad feeling. Alright, let's, We're unequipping everything from here. And there's a weight of 12. Which is nice. Storage 15, 17, 17. Confirm. Oh, I guess we have to have at least something. Let's do... Yes. Now, with the Chimera, which has 20 health right off the bat, that's awesome. Let's do... Improve repulsors. And... The weight is 2... We'll do the scout rifle in front. The weight is +1. We'll do the pistol behind. I think that's a good compromise. And we'll do turbo engine. Medium concealed and medium armor. How about that? We definitely want her to have like the best stuff. It just makes sense. Is there anything else that we want to... Yeah, that improved pistol is actually a lot better in the long run than the... I wish we could find an improved scout rifle. That'd actually be sick. Alright. And we are also going to change confirm AP of 25, health of 24. That is a beastly vehicle that we have, and all we had to do was be nice to Needles and see that, you know, that actually paid some big dividends for us. All right.
Some people laugh when adults are afraid of the dark. From what Cress has gone through, I'd be more worried if she wasn't.
I've got to do a little bit of let's see. Stock engine. All right. Hippodrome racer. I'm basically unequipping all weapons. There we go. Refurbished and stocked. Stock and dodgy. Stock and dodgy. Efficient. Stock and stock. Alright. So, Cress's flatbed has efficient and improved with the sticky bombs and all of this stuff. And an improved flamethrower. I guess we could go ahead and put the flamethrower in the back of Cress's car. Okay. I love the coupe. We definitely are not getting rid of that. Efficient jumping, refurbished turbo engine. That's exactly what I want from her. Luca is rocking out heavy armor, medium armor. No empty storage slots, but that's not what we were going for. A Gatling gun with stun grenades. Improved repulsors and a refurbished turbo. Awesome. Benny? I don't know. Aether Javelin. What does that do? We're going to unequip that. And we're going to go ahead and give... What do we want for our first for our light weapon slot here? Let's do this. Let's equip the scout rifle. So Benny's still doing some good work here. We got the Aether Infuser and the Wrecker. magnet mine dispenser. And in terms of the front, you're gonna get the perfect. I don't think we're gonna be able to get better than that for right now. What car is your favorite? Basically the Chimera, just because it's called as such. Not only is the Chimera awesome in terms of being a mythological beast, but in Star Wars, Grand Admiral Thrawn, who's one of my favorite characters ever, his flagship is called the Chimera. So the second that they named it the Chimera, I was like, well, I already love it. It's already absolutely top tier. Oh, look at all this nonsense. Okay, machine gun. Repulsor Nova. We basically got to get the stash reorganized as well. And foreign candy. What was that? A very useful bribe in Dreamland. I guess we could go ahead and sell this if we wanted to. We definitely can sell the repair kit. We need to get that out of the way. We've got the marked deck and the fake license plate. And stabilized and improve Aether. The thing is, the heat's noticeable. I want to have a heatless run. I mean, if Resident Evil had that level of inventory, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Repulsor wave. Alright. Okay, Jay. Passenger storage. The nitro is definitely needed, because you always want to have that available when things run amok. Nitro repulsors. Any more nitro? No? Oh, okay, here's the rest of the stuff. Nice. I also do want to see about what everyone else has. So I'm gonna have to do a lot of bookkeeping, but I will do that off camera. I love the fact that ask the Discord for more nitro. Yeah, spot on. I do love the fact that we are very kind of not doing like the full-on like just attacking Nations Crusade. We're basically sneaking in and just planting the seed of rebellion that'll probably help us out when we go to grab those components. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens, but the fact that we're going back where everything's stopping for a sudden event usually tells me when there's going to be a huge shift in the tone or the narrative. So we'll see if that is actually the case. As I said, I'll be doing the rest of the bookkeeping here off camera. But yeah, we'll see what happens in the next episode. And I hope you all have enjoyed it. If you liked the episode, please leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, that'd be a big help. And I will see you next time. Later days, everyone.